Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala rasulillah. Today we want to discuss how to acquire patience. Before, patience has only been a subject in philosophy and religion, but currently patience has become also a subject in neuroscience and psychology, because patience is seen as one of the virtues or attributes you need to inculcate before you can thrive well in the 21st century. Patience is basically defined as a propensity to remain calm at the sight of frustration or adversity. An example of this was what happened with the Prophet and a woman, that the Prophet ﷺ was coming on a certain day, and he saw a woman that was wailing. And in Islam, wailing is not allowed, it is haram. Wailing is when you cry and you talk at the same time, most especially when you say, Lima, why is it me? Why is this happening to me? This particular woman lost a child, so she was wailing, and the Prophet was passing by. As the Prophet saw her, the Prophet went close to her and told the woman, get a hold of yourself. And when the Prophet said that, the woman responded to the Prophet and told the Prophet, you've not suffered what I have suffered. So the Prophet immediately just went back. As a calm person he is, he continued his journey. After a short while, some of the people beside the woman, they informed the woman, do you know the person you just spoke to? That is the Rasulullah, that is the Prophet of Allah. And this woman forgot that she had lost her child and ran immediately to the Prophet and apologized to the Prophet. And the Prophet told her, patience is only tested at the time of a test. The test of patience comes when there's adversity or frustration. So how do we acquire patience? According to psychologists who also have a bit of knowledge about neuroscience, they've given some certain mechanisms that if you follow, you tend to acquire patience by following those particular techniques that has been given. Patience is said to be needed. For example, you are in the line and somebody wants to cross you to get what you've been on a queue for. It is with patience you can talk to this person calmly that it is the wrong thing to do, and not lash out and yell at that person, because you don't correct people by yelling at them. So one of the techniques for acquiring patience is, number one, behave as though you are patient. If you have a friend who is very patient and you know this person is very patient, then behave as though you are that person. That was why Allah said in the glorious Quran, what science is now confirming, that one of the attributes you need to succeed in the 21st century is, number one, for you to believe in Allah, number two, for you to say the truth, and number three, for you to be patient. And Allah has mentioned in many places in the Quran, in Allah ma'as-sabirin, Allah is with those who are patient. So if you want to acquire patience, number one technique is for you to behave as though you are patient. If you have a friend who is patient, just imagine if this person were to be in my situation, what would be his response to this particular frustration or to this particular adversity. That is number one. Number two is what is called delayed gratification. If you want to teach your child or your workers how to be patient, the first thing you do is that you delay gratifications for them. For example, if a child does something good, you can tell the child, I will give you a bowl of ice cream now, but if you wait till 6 o'clock or after Maghrib, I will give you 2 bowls of yogurt or 2 bowls of ice cream. If the child should wait and be patient till that time, then the child is acquiring patience, delayed gratification. And the third mechanism of acquiring patience is for you to do things in reverse order. For example, if you want your students or even yourself to acquire patience, one of the things you need to do is for you to start doing things from the end. For example, if you are asked to state A to Z, you see that it becomes very easy. Then you challenge yourself or your children or your members of staff to do things from behind. So state Z to A. So you say Z, Y, X. You see that you need to be very circumspect and you need to be very patient if you are recounting from behind. For example, spell your name from behind. My name is Ayikboka Said. So I will say A-K-O-B-G-E-Y-A. So to do that, you need to be patient, and when you keep doing things like that, you are acquiring patience. Patience has been validated by the Quran as one of the attributes to be successful at the end time, and science also has given the same thing, that one of the most important attributes you need to inculcate in the 21st century is patience. So I think with these 3 techniques, you can start acquiring patience. Thank you. I will see you in the next episode. For more programs, more episodes on children content, on tafsir, learning about the religion, download the iMedia TV app and subscribe to it at a very affordable rate. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.